Good morning, students. Welcome to Vidya Setu, the YouTube channel of our school. Today we will continue with the same chapter, the living organisms, characteristics and habitat. In this chapter, we have already studied about the habitat, the different types of habitat, and we have discussed the terrestrial habitats like desert and mountain regions. So now today we are going to study about one more terrestrial habitat, which is grassland. We will also study about the aquatic habitats and the characteristics of organisms. Now in grasslands, animals like lion and deer, they live in grasslands. Now lion is adapted to the grassland habitat because the color of the body of lion is light brown. So it is light brown in color, and due to this it can hide itself in the grasses. Okay. Lion also has a strong claws to catch its prey. Prey means जिसको हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं शिकार. तो अपने शिकार को पकड़ने के लिए लॉयन के पास बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग क्लॉज होते हैं. क्लॉज होते हैं उसके पंजे. Alright students, and the eyes of lion, they are located in front of the face. So both the eyes of the lion, they are on the front side of the face. Why both the eyes are on front side? So that the lion could locate its prey easily. Okay, अपने शिकार को वो आसानी से देख सके. इसलिए जो दोनों आईज होती हैं लॉयन की वो फ्रंट साइड ऑफ द फेस लोकेटेड होती हैं. सो दीज आर द अडेप्टेशंस इन लॉयन फॉर सर्वाइवल इन ग्रासलैंड्स. Alright, now the adaptations which are present in the deer, they include strong teeth for chewing hard plant stems. So the deer has strong teeth for chewing hard plant parts. Okay. It has long ears to hear movements of predators. The predator of deer will be lion and the deer will be the prey of the lion. ओके स्टूडेंट. सो लॉयन का जो शिकार होगा, जो प्रे होगा, वो डियर होता है. और जो डियर है इसका जो शिकारी होगा, जिसको हम बोलते हैं प्रीडेटर, वो कौन होता है? लॉयन. सो द डियर हैज लॉन्ग ईयर्स टू हियर मूवमेंट्स ऑफ प्रीडेटर. Speed of the deer is also very fast to run away from the predator. So to save itself from the predator, the deer have to run very fast, and for this the legs of the deer are very strong so that it can run very fast and save itself from the lion. The eyes are located on the side of the head. In case of lion, the eyes are located in the front side of the head, but in case of deer, the eyes are located on the side of the head to look in all directions. Okay, so that they can easily look in all directions. So these are the adaptations in the body of deer so that it can survive in grassland. Okay students. Now we will study about the aquatic habitats. So we already know that aquatic habitats are water-based habitats which contain water. Mainly they contain water. So oceans are a kind of aquatic habitat. The aquatic animals have streamlined body. Aquatic animals means the animals which live in water. So they have a streamlined body. Streamlined body means from the front side it is narrow and in the middle it is broad like fishes. तो जिस तरीके से फिश की बॉडी होती है आगे से और पीछे से नैरो होती है और सेंटर में से ब्रॉड होती है, तो दिस shape is known as streamline shape. Okay, so the animals which live in water, they have a streamlined body. They have gills for respiration. But the whales and dolphins, they also live in water. They are also aquatic animals, but they do not breathe through the gills, but they have lungs for their breathing. Okay, so the air enter into the body of whales and dolphins through their nostrils or blow holes. Student, these whales and dolphins, they can live for a longer time period under the water without air. Okay, so they can live for a longer period of time inside water without air, but for getting air they have to come above the surface of water. So you must have seen a very interesting activity of dolphins in the televisions or in certain videos, that the dolphins would come to the surface of water and they jump high in the air. Why the dolphin do such activity? Because at that time they are inhaling the air. तो डॉल्फिन्स ये एक्टिविटी अपने आप को ब्रीथ करवाने के लिए करती हैं. ठीक है, उनको जब उनको सांस लेना होता है तो वो सरफेस ऑफ वाटर के सरफेस से बाहर आती हैं और ऊपर जंप करती हैं और फिर वो दोबारा से वाटर के अंदर चली जाती हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, now we will study one more aquatic habitat, which is ponds and lakes. So the plants growing in ponds and lakes are either free floating or submerged in water, and some plants have roots fixed in the soil below the water. So the plants which are present in water, it means aquatic plants, they either free float on the surface of water or they are submerged inside water, and some plants have roots which are fixed in the soil below the water. The stems of these plants are hollow. Hollow means बीच में से जो stem होती है वो कैसी होती है, खोखली होती है. Okay, and light, हल्की होती है इनकी stem बहुत, and it grows up to the surface of water. The stem grows up to the level of water, upper level of water, and the leaves and flowers float on the surface of water. The leaves and the flower, they float on the surface of water in aquatic plants. The leaves of aquatic plants are thin and ribbon-like, very thin and ribbon-like, and they are very flexible because they are present inside water and water is moving. So the leaf also has to move with the flow of water. So that's why they are very flexible. If they would be not flexible, then the leaf would easily break. Alright. So student, these are the pictures of aquatic plants. So these plants are present inside the water. Now this plant is totally submerged inside water, and here the leaves and the flowers of the plant, they are floating above the surface of water. Now the animals which live in water include frogs and fishes. But frogs, they can live in water also, and they can live on land also. So that's why frogs, they are called amphibians. Amphibians means the animals which can live in water as well as on land. So frogs, they live in ponds. They have strong back legs. So जो बैक लेग होती है फ्रॉग की, इट इज वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड इट हेल्प्स द फ्रॉग फॉर जंपिंग एंड कैचिंग इट्स प्रे. दे ऑल्सो हैव वेब्ड फीट. फीट्स आर वेब्ड. उनके जो पैर होते हैं उसमें जाली जैसे स्ट्रक्चर बने होते हैं, वेब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. Why these web-like structure are present in the feet? Because when the frog is inside water, so this web-like structure, it helps in the swimming. So these were the adaptations in case of aquatic animals. Now we will study some characteristics of organisms. All living organisms, they need food because food provide them energy to grow. All living organisms respire. Respire means they take air for breathing. Respiration is the process by which we get energy from the food we eat. Okay, so from food energy is released by the process of respiration, and for respiration we need oxygen. So all living organisms, they respire. Like fishes respire through their gills. Earthworm, it respire through its skin. And human beings, they breathe or they respire through their lungs. Now all living organisms excrete the waste materials from their bodies. In our body, many biochemical reactions, they are continuously carried out, and the waste is also produced. So the waste product is very harmful and it should be removed from the body. Okay, so all the living organisms, they excrete the waste materials. All living organisms show growth. Okay, so you all must have seen that when a child is born, its body size is very small. After some time, the child will grow and the size of the body parts will also increase. So all living organisms, they show growth. All living organisms reproduce their own kind. It means the living organisms, they produce new organisms from them. Okay, some animals, they produce the same kind of animals, and some animals, they give eggs. Okay, so in case of birds, birds lay eggs, and from the eggs the new organism is produced. Students, the living organisms also respond to the stimuli. Stimuli are the external, we can say, factors. Okay, so you must have seen the touch me not plant. When you touch the leaves of this plant, the leaves will fold up. All the leaves will fold up, and after some time the leaves will again open up. So this plant is showing its response to the stimuli of touch. When you touch, the leaves will fold up. Okay, similarly all organisms, they respond to their stimuli. Suppose there is raining for continuously 3 to 5 days. You start feeling cold, and if cold happens, what you will do? You will wear the sweater, or you will start eating some hot dishes. Okay, you will start drinking hot water. Yes, you stopped running fans and coolers. So these are the responses to the stimuli. When the cold will happen, you will wear sweater, you will wear jacket. Okay, when the temperature rises, what you will do? You will start running AC or cooler or fans. So these are the responses to the stimuli. So this is also a characteristic of living organism. And all living organisms, they show movement. See, plants do not move from one place to another, but some plant parts, they show movement. Like in some plants, the flowers will open at night time. In some plants, the flower will open at daytime. So this opening and closing of flower, it is also a type of movement. Sunflower, you know that sunflower moves with the direction of sunlight. So it is also a kind of movement. So all living organisms, they show movement. So these were the characteristics of the living organisms. I hope all of you must have understood this chapter. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video with a new chapter.